And a very good morning to you from the Rancho. It is the 29th of May 2020, and well, somebody you haven't seen for a little while in the age of cornholio here, the lovely Missy Jenn, the queen of the Rancho here. And Jen, thank you for sitting in with me today. You look lovely as usual. You get those lips popping today, that popping fresh lips there. Right? So I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I thought it'd be nice to sit down with Missy Jenn just a couple minutes this morning, just to get caught up with her, see what she's been doing in the age of cornholio, see where her interests are lying right now and what she is doing, and also, just general catch up around the Rancho and things like that. Jen, it's been a tough couple of 3 months here, huh?
It's a living nightmare.
It's a living nightmare. Well, looking at you, I think you've weathered it pretty good. We've taken precautions. I'm not going to say you don't ever go out, but you try to. What do you try to do, Cassandra? Just make sure you're not going out too much.
Yeah,
what's your protocol? Because you really have no immune system.
I actually learned that with the B cells being gone, but still having some T cells, it's not that bad at all. So as long as you keep your 6 feet distance and wear your mask out in the public arena when you go into like facilities where there's crowds, you're A-okay.
How about the people not wearing masks and things around? Do you think that's an issue?
And whenever you go into buildings, people have to wear masks. And when I go with George, there are a lot of people that don't wear masks, and I keep my 10 feet distance from those, because most of those people are raggedy looking characters anyways, but
being it's just a hood, you know.
But yeah, I usually just keep my distance from people, but nothing can hold me down. I go out, I do my thing.
Yep. And I applaud that. Missy Jenn engages life. One
of the things I have learned is you cannot let fear control your life. That's the bottom line.
Have you been, well, like I say, I think you look fantastic. You had your infusion in early April. We're coming up 2 months post-infusion. How are you feeling health-wise and everything? You think the infusions are still doing their job?
I feel great. I feel like flipping over cars.
You got to be careful when Missy Jenn is in that kind of mood, but I really think 3 years now on infusions.
Yeah, and I'm actually thinking about if the vaccine comes out in fall, actually just taking the vaccine from the German company and maybe skipping the infusion so that I can handle the vaccine.
Cornholio vaccine, right?
The cornholio vaccine, yes.
Yeah.
That way I can then roam the planet and have no worries about Chester or Festus or anybody getting a little too close to me or breathing in my face or anything. I'll be safe.
So how have you been spending your time? I know you've, last time we really sat down, you were kind of on a Jeffree Star and a makeup kind of deal, and then cornholio hit and everything. I think people are interested to know what are your interests now, and how are you filling your time? Because we've tried to stay closer to home and not be out crazy. Why don't you update people on what you've been doing and where your interests are now?
I'm actually watching gym fail videos.
Gym fail videos, that means weightlifters that are almost crushing themselves to death lifting weights. And I hear this laughing, and here's this poor slob going down with about 1,000 pounds on it. And all I hear is Missy Jenn just cracking up over there continuously. I mean, these guys can snap their backs, you know. I mean, Good Lord.
They got legs like toothpicks, and they got 1,000 pounds on their shoulders, and I'm like, are you serious, dude? Your legs are gonna snap like twigs, and sometimes they do, and it ain't pretty, but, you know, it's like, but there's also funny stuff, you know, people are like doing
gym
backflips,
fails,
and,
yeah. I mean,
and just people don't know what to do with the machine. Instead of lifting the weight, they punch.
So all day long I hear laughing about that, but you still watch a ton of farming.
I follow
videos.
all my farmers, and it's great to see that almost all of them have now their seeds in, and in the ground the corn is in, the spring wheat is in, the soybeans are in, the yellow peas are in, and one of my favorite farmers actually had now flooding, so he has to replant several hundred acres of his land. That was kind of...
What area of the country?
He is in Wisconsin.
Okay, yeah, they've had a lot of rain in the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. Of course, Michigan, the dams burst up there. It's been a bad situation.
They had like 6 inches of rain, and he has like a creek running through the properties there, and they just took off overnight. But they were in good spirit, and 3 days later they were right back to seeding back in whatever needed to be reseeded, and they have drain tile in their field, so that means they have like pipes down below, like 3 feet deep in the ground, and that means the water will actually go down fast and run off quickly and dry out the field. So
let me ask you another question now. One of the things that you follow a lot is news. You have a big interest in politics, particularly congressional politics and things like that, and I don't know, I can sense a rising frustration with media coverage. We have, of course, the daily CNN versus Fox all-out war and all the things that are going on. So what do you think about the state of things today? Are you optimistic looking forward? Do you think we're going to go through a tough stretch? Or do you think we're going through the gates of HELL here? I mean, what do you think?
I think that a lot of the media is not showing the truth, bending the truth, twisting the truth. Just my opinion. I also think that the politics at the moment are very scary. I see some developments. I'm not going into detail. But I do see history repeating itself again, slowly but surely, and it scares me. And I think we are going towards a dark time, dark ages.
I'm only laughing because Missy Jenn is famous for coming. I'll be in the kitchen on the kitchen table. You want to tell
You're
them?
on the kitchen table. What are you doing on the kitchen
sitting there
table?
at the kitchen table, and Missy Jenn will come in. Oh, man, it's going to be really. I'll tell you, something's coming down. Something's coming down. Before it was going to be a while ago. Now it's coming real soon, and I'll say, yeah. What is it? And she'll, well, it's best that I not. It's best that I not tell you. It's like, okay, you know, it's like a little teaser campaign, and my eyes just start rolling around and everything.
I don't want to scare you.
Yeah, that's good. I'm only on a need-to-know basis here, so I let Missy Jenn do the deep digging around here on things that have to do with politics.
I just think we are going to be... We are either going to make it or we're going to break this year. 2020 is going to we're either going to make it this year or this country will be gone.
Well, this is the worst start to almost 5 months into the year. And to me, it's just been a horrendous year, 2020. But we still try to keep smiling. And of course, Missy Jenn and here on the Rancho. What about how's Georgie doing? Georgie's 9 years old now.
He's doing good. He's hanging in there. He's going for 2 walks a day, and that's just right on the money.
Okay.
And
yeah, I show him once in a while in the videos. So let me ask you this, Jen. So what is going to be your focus for attention in terms of things that you're interested in going forward in the balance of 2020, or do you still see that the situation is going to maybe get more perilous, or what are you interested in now going forward?
it might be shocking, but
More guys splitting in two, lifting weights?
Since the entire world is kind of crumbling, I do want to take more focus on family and friends, and kind of focus on that and be more established on that, and try to be engaged more on what I feel is more important to me in real life. I've lost so much already that what I still have left is going to be my center focus right now.
It's a good thing. I mean, that's a really nice thing. I've noticed that you've diminished social media and you're spending more time in real world type of activities, right, and real world relationships and things like that. And I think, right, that's much to your credit. Missy Jenn's got a ton of heart, as you guys know, and she's a very caring person. And yeah, she's staying safe here on the Rancho. Good things here. I mean, no real issues. Thank God, Missy Jenn has not gotten a cornholio, and that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. And that's what I'm most grateful for. The fact that she's kind of limiting her exposure on the outside, and
you never know. I might expose myself way out there.
Yeah, there we go. All right, guys, I'm going to thank Missy Jenn.
However you want to take it.
Yeah. Thank Missy Jenn for spending, Thank Missy Jenn for spending a couple minutes this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Friday morning special. We both hope that you have a wonderful day. We hope that you stay safe. It's difficult to be optimistic in these times, but, versus being pessimistic about things, I think being optimistic may make you look kind of foolish sometimes, but I think it is better for your health. Smile a little bit, divert yourself into some different activities. Don't be one of those news hounds that's hanging over live feeds and things. That stuff can really, I think, infect your mind. Yeah. All right. With that, guys, happy Friday to you. Thank you again, the lovely Missy Jenn, for sitting in this morning, the queen of the Rancho.